keep it. Boy, you can keep it. Welcome to Club Chit Chat with your DJ, Miss Sophia, right here on WERUradio. WERUradio. We are the home of the urban sound of pride, baby. Yes, that was George in his singing. He didn't know I had a mic up, honey. Boy, you can keep it.
Baby, I love me some Alex Newell. He is the truth.
You want to sing with Alex?
What? That would be, oh my, Alex Newell?
Yes.
He is the truth.
You want to sing with?
Yes, I would love to sing.
Consider it done.
All right.
I'll
Alex.
make that happen. I'll make that happen, honey. I'm gonna work it out for you.
Work it out.
You know where I got that from?
Where'd you get from?
When I was working with Portia Fox, that's what she used to do. When I said, you know, I would love to do something. She said, oh, child, I'll make that happen, honey. I'll work it out for you. I got you. Consider you my boo. I got you, boo.
Okay, then.
It never happened, though. Well, we were talking about Monique the last break.
Yes, we were.
Yeah, you want to wrap this on up about Monique because it's just like, it's not going to happen.
Well, you know, I think that, you know, we both can agree that the issue is, at this point, Monique is still a talent to be reckoned with. She is largely talented. Mm-hmm. And you were mentioning that part of the issue for a lot of people is her husband represents her. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know I don't know him personally. Mm-hmm. I never met the man. But I do think that it's important to have somebody that is really going to look out for your situation. A manager, an attorney. I don't know his experience, so I don't know what it is. But I think for him to be able to say, look, this is my wife and also my client, mm-hmm. and what you're not going to do is do this. Mm-hmm. And I think because people discount him for a lack of experience does not mean that he is not still qualified to speak on the behalf of his client.
But I don't think that's it. I think that it's kind of like where we are right now with the United States of America. It's just like what Monique has done, mm-hmm. what Donald Trump has done. Mm-hmm. Now her husband is trying to come in and clean it up. Mm-hmm. Not knowing really what he's walking into. Just like Joe Biden is going to have to come in here and clean up what Donald Trump has done. Mm-hmm. Not really knowing everything. We can see it from the outside. But going into the White House and getting these briefings and all this stuff, now he's getting ready to see firsthand what all Donald Trump has really screwed up. We just see the outcome of the screw up. We don't know what took place for the screw up to happen. With her husband coming in, Sydney. Monique done did a whole lot of stuff. She done pissed off a whole lot of people. So now he don't know all the stuff and all the people that she has pissed off. All he know is, this is my wife. I'm gonna protect my wife. I'm gonna be a husband to my wife and do the things that a husband's supposed to do for a wife. But then it's just like, oh God, you did this. Oh, I gotta clean this up. Oh, I gotta clean this up. So it's just like, and then if Monique is not coming out and apologizing for the things that she has done, what gives us the notion that Monique done sit down and had a wholehearted conversation with her husband to really let him know what he's walking into?
But if he's there with her, he lives with her. He's heard the story. He's heard the conversations. He's overheard the conference calls. He's read the emails. He's seen the contracts. He's there.
But there's other stuff that she has done.
What has she done?
I don't know. I don't know everything that she's done.
Exactly.
But
hold on. The argument that you're making is that she needs to apologize for the things that she has done in the atmosphere, in the air, in the social media stratosphere. Mm-hmm. I have not heard, and you have not mentioned to me, anything that people have said that Monique has done to them.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's just like when somebody get caught shoplifting. Mm-hmm. The percentage of people that are going to think that is that person's first time shoplifting is low. Mm-hmm. This is the first time that they got caught. Mm-hmm. That don't mean that they haven't been shoplifting all this time. This is just the first time that they got caught. Uh-huh. Same thing with somebody like a Monique, or with a person like me, or with a person like you. We have done things, we have said things, and when you reveal who you are, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. So she has revealed who she is. So this is not her first time doing this. This is probably the first time that it has gotten to this, it has gotten this much attention. But she's always been that person. Because, hold on, here's the thing. Not only did she do all of this.
What did she do?
But hold on.
What did she do?
What did she do? Tell Oprah to suck her.
Okay, that's one thing. That's one thing.
But this is the same person. This is the same Monique that Shaw Underwood said she heard a conversation with her and some more comedians having about her. So again, this is the same Monique, but we just want to think that Monique is this goody two-shoe person.
I never said that. I'm sure that Monique has cussed up many of people out. But what I'm saying is, in the stratosphere, in the media atmosphere, where is it that you or I or anyone out there listening has read Monique did XYZ ABC? We haven't. So we have to assume either it did not happen, or the persons that it happened to, they have had a conversation.
What you say? When you say that Monique did XYZ, we haven't read it. Where is it written?
Where is it written?
Lee Daniels just said it.
What did he say?
Lee Daniels said that they tried to get Monique to go and promote the movie.
Sure.
And all of this stuff. And this is something that she signed on to do. When you are acting, you're in a movie, and part of you selling the movie is going to promote the movie.
Sure.
So now she wants to change the game, saying, no, now they want me to go and promote the movie internationally.
Sure.
It's just like, that's part of it. She's like, no, we need to come up with another contract for the internationally promote other movies. Like, okay. So there's just like, you say, well, where is it? It's just like when you sign a contract, the contract is standard. No matter where you promote the movie, you go and promote the movie. So now you want to change the contract, and it's just like, oh, okay, I can see she wants them to give her a new contract because, this is just for the United States. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. But it works better for her, or this is a plan that she and her husband came up with. Maybe he done talked to her into, well, baby, this contract that you signed, this just for you to promote the movie in the United States and da-da-da. So you don't have to go international. And now you want to, if they want you to go do this, then you tell them what you want to do. It's like, okay. So she did that, and they said, no, thank you. But now you have a problem because they told you no thank you, and you going around bad mouthing these folks because they told you no, they didn't want to agree to your terms.
No, the thing, let's go back to this Lee Daniels, because y'all talking about this forever, and y'all probably like, why are they still talking about this 15 years later? Because the conversation was that they wanted her to promote the movie. Her conversation, according to her stories that she's completely repeated over and over again, after the promotion of the movie in the States, I had already agreed that I needed to take time off with my family. We had already had this discussion prior to Lee Daniels, producers, blah, 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 blah. I have already scheduled this time to be with my family. Now what you're asking me is to continue. Now the conversation was never that she said, no, I'm not doing it. But if I'm going to do it, I would like to take my family with me. Can we negotiate that? They told her no. So at that point, what is she supposed to do?
They didn't hire her family. They hired her.
Again, as a woman who is a mother, and let me finish. Because you're painting her like she's the bad guy. She offered them a term, and they said no. So is she wrong because they said no? Is she wrong? The answer, there was a yes or no.
Yes,
why is she wrong?
She is wrong because she said that she had already blocked out this time to spend with her family.
Correct.
So if you've already blocked out your time to spend this time with your family, then that's it. So it's a no-brainer. It's a no-dealer. I'm spending this time with my family.
Correct.
But then you came back and said, but if you all offer me some money, then the time that I spend with my family.
That's not what she said.
What she said?
She said, I will do it, but I decided I was going to spend time with. Is there a way that we can arrange that my family can go with me, or at least my husband can go with me? The answer was no. So at that point, the negotiations fall apart because you said
the negotiations fall apart because if you want to spend that time with your family, then you are responsible for buying the tickets for your family. Hold on. You are responsible for buying the tickets for your family.
That wasn't part of the conversation. They never said that.
No.
They never said that. But they didn't offer her that. They said no.
But hold on. But if that's what she wanted,
but that's not what they said.
You gonna listen? If that's what she wanted, to spend that time with her family, you can spend that time with your family. But what you're asking for them to do is to pay for your family to fly over and promote the movie. What you're asking for them to do is to pay for them to house your family while you go. If you want to spend that time for your family, this is the decision that you made to spend that time with your family, then you need to go in your pocket and pay your own money for their flights and for their hotel.
To promote their movie.
To promote their movie that you're in.
Pay for your family.
Pay for your family that you want to spend time with. Yes.
That makes no sense. And then not only that, what you're saying in essence is they have the right to say no, but she doesn't.
No, what I'm saying is they have an agreement with her. And because you want to include your family in your agreement with them, that's not the agreement that they have.
They didn't have an agreement.
That's just like with Diana Ross. With Diana Ross, if somebody going to hire Diana Ross to do something, then the only way she going to agree to do it is they fly her family over. I'll come and accept this award, but you gotta fly my family over.
And they do.
And you have to fly
do.
No, they don't.
For the AMAs, they did. When she got that Icon Award, yes, they did.
No, they probably them children probably got themselves there.
We don't know.
We don't know. But it wasn't no controversy. But we do know
that the conversation was, and as I said, and I know I'm right, they asked her to do XYZ. Sure, I will do XYZ, but can we also? The answer in totality was no. So she says, well, since your answer is no, I can't do it. Now, was she wrong for asking for what she needed and or wanted, and they said no? Who is wrong? Is it her or them?
It's her.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
You're not saying the point. The point is, it's just like she is wrong because she is trying to force them to spend money on her family. If you want to spend money with them, they knew that you had a family when you agreed to do this movie. But the thing about it is, Monique is upset, which she would never come out and say it. She is upset, number one, because we have to always remember this is an independent film. They didn't know how.
No, it wasn't. Tyler Perry, Oprah, and Lee Daniels were a part of it. That's no longer independent.
Project.
It was an independent project in the beginning.
Okay.
But the international production, the international promotion was Oprah and Tyler. That was not no independent nothing.
It's an independent film. She signed on to do an independent film.
And when Oprah and Tyler signed on,
it doesn't matter. When she signed on, it was an independent film. And Precious, if you still Google it, Precious is still listed as an independent film. Now, they don't know how successful an independent film is going to be. So now that they have found out after the fact that it is a very successful independent film,
very successful.
Now she's trying to strong arm them and force them to do things that they're not obligated to do.
No.
Yes, you do. But let me tell you
this. That was not a forcing.
Yes, that was because you.
When I said, for example, when you book a deal, Miss Sophia, when you book a deal to host an event, your contract stipulates X, Y, A, B, C. If you can't do X, Y, A, B, C, okay, I can't do it. That's not you strong arming them. That's just how it is. I'm making a negotiation and telling you what it is that I need. You're telling me what it is that you need. We can't agree, so we can't move forward. When a person makes a request, and this is the simplicity of it. If a person makes a request and you cannot meet you're asking them, hey, I need this from you. Well, can you do this for me? No, I can't do this for you. Then the conversation falls. That's not strong arming. That is making a counter negotiation. I'm asking you, telling me what you need. I'm telling you what I need. Since we can't agree, we can't do it. And now she's the bad guy. Why?
Because
there's no because.
Yeah, that's because you asking me, so I'm gonna tell you why. Because she's already signed the contract.
She signed the contract for the local.
So, no. She signed the contract to be a part of the film. You cannot say
if the contract included an international.
But listen. This is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm saying. We're gonna go to break. We're gonna go to break when I say this. It's just like we had the discussion today. Netflix and Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle signed a contract. Dave Chappelle signed a contract with that Comedy Central stuff.
Viacom.
They gave that Viacom ended up buying that. So they end up selling that to Netflix. Dave Chappelle had a problem with it. But Dave Chappelle admitted, I signed a contract, and what they did was legal. But is it right?
But the contract.
But it's like, hold on. Dave Chappelle knew that he signed a contract, and regardless of what they wanted to do, they were within their rights to do it. He went to there. He said how he felt about it because of the respect that they have for him. They didn't have to let him out of that. They didn't have to pull that from Netflix. Comedy Central didn't have to pull that. because of the relationship that he has with them now. They look at the bigger picture. The bigger picture is we can make more out of him now because he's working with us now, as opposed to pissing him off and he take all his stuff and leave.
Using your
Monique, same position. She didn't deal with people the way that Dave Chappelle dealt with them. She bad-mouthed Oprah. She bad-mouthed Lee Daniels. She bad-mouthed Tyler Perry. She bad-mouthed Steve Harvey.
Well, Steve Harvey, he deserved that.
She bad-mouthed. So it's just like, okay, she bad-mouthed Cheryl Underwood. She bad-mouthed Harvey, the one who she stole the big girl stuff from.
Allegedly.
No, I know allegedly. I was there. I know Harvey. And I'm gonna call Harvey. Let him tell the story.
Is the court case
the big girls? All that big girls that she was doing for the big girl.
Did he have a court case?
She stole that from somebody else.
Did he win the court case?
I don't know.
Okay, then it didn't happen. But my final thing is, if there was
a girl, Miss Sophia, hold it down right here. Are you ready? No, what's your final thing?
Final word on this, and then we'll move on to another subject because we can talk about this for hours. But the final word is, let's look at this just with our logical minds. Mm-hmm. If the contract that Monique initially signed to promote the movie had included international promotion, there would not have been a discussion about let's bring your family or XYABC. She would have still been contractually obligated, since you said she signed the contract, she would have been contractually obligated to finish the promotion. But because there was no contract for the international promotion of this movie, she was in the position to ask for what she needed. Had there been an existing contract? No, Monique, the contract says XYZ, so you have to do it. But there wasn't one. So now Monique has become the bad person because she says, hey, since we don't have no agreement, can I get this? They said no. She's not wrong. Because if the contract was the contract would be it. There was no, I'm going to change the contract. They don't even do that. They would have sued the hell out of her ass if there was a contract. And that's where we are right now. Because Lee Daniels and Oprah and Tyler silently and objectively say, oh, she's just difficult. She didn't help the promotion and that da-da-da-da. If there was a contract, Oprah would have had her attorneys on Monique's ass. So would have Tyler's, so would have Lee's. But because there was no contract, here we are talking about the fact that she was difficult to work with.
That's your opinion. And I feel like a whole lot of other people feel like their whole thing was, child, let's just leave this alone and go on and do what we do. So out of all those people, Steve Harvey, Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels, and Monique is the only one that's not working.
Does that mean it's right?
Huh?
Does it mean it's right, though? Does it mean she's wrong?
You be the judge.
Monique, call us. I know you listening. Call us. Not right now, but call us. You go to break now. It's your show.
This is your girl, Miss Sophia, holding it down right here on WERUradio. WERUradio. We are the home of the urban sound of pride. Monique, girl.